Hey, Shalom Markins, this is Vakar Makabash from GMS London, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chachadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful expression is truth in all sincerity. Back again with a video, and I got this article here that came up in my feed. It's from Associated Press, and it just goes to show you, man. You know, these so-called Christians, right? That supposedly believe in the Lord, and the Lord is dealing with them, and all this kind of business, right? It seems that that when you're on like pilgrimage and all these types of things, worshiping, the Most High doesn't really care, man. The Most High's not trying to. He's not dealing with you, man. He ain't trying to hear, all your BS, right? Because you got here in the news, right? It says bus plunges off a bridge in South Africa, killing 45 people. An 8-year-old is the only survivor, right? So when you read into this, right? It says Cape Town, South Africa, a bus carrying worshippers on a long-distance trip from Botswana to an Easter weekend church gathering in South Africa plunged off a bridge on a mountain pass Thursday and burst into flames as it hit the rocky ground below. Well, the Lord took them out, man. All right? But, why is it or how is it that, you're supposed to, the Lord is supposedly dealing with you Christians, man, but you got a whole bus of people, men and women, children, right? That that's supposedly going to worship the Most High and His Son, supposedly, right? Why would the Lord take you out? Why would the Lord set you on a bus, right, to drop you off a mountainside, right, to blow up, burst into flames, and kill everybody but one child? That's terrible, man. It's crazy, right? But that's what the Lord did to these people, man. Because the Lord he ain't with no Easter, man. He ain't with your congregation. He ain't on being called Jehovah or all these different random names, right? Or Jesus Christ. The Lord is not on all this, man. And we're trying to tell you, man, you need to get this stuff right. You need to get this stuff right, man. It's not a game, right? For you Israelites out there, man, you need to know who your Lord is, man, who your power is. Okay, what their names are. And worshiping in truth. Right? That's what you need to do. That's why Scripture speaks about the true worshippers. Right? I'm gonna grab that. It's important. We can't stress it enough. That one. All right, this is John chapter 4 and verse 23. Let's get the point, right? It says, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. Right, for the Father sees such to worship him. Okay, not anybody can just come and worship the Lord, man. Okay, first off, you have to be chosen, right? And another thing to that is that the chosen is only going to come out of the nation of Israel. Okay, and these chosen men are the Lord's elect. Right, you have to be chosen. You don't choose the Lord. Right, so the Most High has to have to give you these things. Right, they're all gifts bestowed upon us that we given the name and this understanding. Okay, you don't just get to choose and decide for yourself. What things are, or how to do things. Right, so the Lord are looking for the true worshippers, man, that have been given the Spirit and have been given this truth. Right, and it's guys like these, they obviously weren't given any. Right, that's why the Lord hasn't got no hedge around, no protection. That's why they fell off a cliff. Right, that's why they end up in the position that they're in, because really they worship idols. Right, celebrating Christmas, Easter. Right, which is nothing but a pagan festival, because really what it's supposed to be is the Pesach. Okay, which is the Passover. Okay, which I'm gonna go into in a second. Right, but let's read some more of this. I'm gonna grab some scriptures. Right, so this is So the only survivor was an 8-year-old child who was receiving medical attention for serious injuries. So even the child was fucked up, right? So the Limpopo provincial government said the bus veered off the whatever that is, Matamalaka bridge in North South Africa and plunged 50 meters into a ravine before bursting into flames. Search operations were ongoing. The provincial government said that many bodies were burned beyond recognition. That's a terrible way to go, man. The man, IUIC talk about hell, blood. You know, them got burnt beyond recognition, man. They were in their hell, man. All right. It says, but many bodies were burned beyond recognition and trapped inside the vehicle. It's like that guy in the Tesla, man. So while others had been thrown from the bus, right? So the crash happened near the town of Mokopane, which is about 200 kilometers north of South Africa capital Pretoria. Right. So the Lord obviously not deal with these people kindly, man. Like I said, men, women, and children were on this bus, and the Lord just like swipe, swipe man off the edge of the cliff, man, off the road. So hours after the crash, smoke seeped from the mangled burnt wreck underneath the concrete bridge. Authorities said it appeared that the driver lost control and the bus plowed into the barriers alongside of the bridge and then over the edge. The driver was one of the dead, of course, because everyone else died except for the child, right? So the Most High put the spirit on the driver to, veer off the path, man. To take them downhill, right? So South African President Cyril Ramaphosa said the victims appeared to be all from Botswana and had been on their way to the town of Moria in Limpopo for a popular Easter weekend pilgrimage, right? Popular, yeah, because Esau makes a big thing out of these things. Esau's made this a world holiday, man, in Christianity, Easter, yeah, where the focus here is on fucking bunny rabbits and Easter eggs and hot cross fucking buns, That's the whole fucking commercial side and idol worship side, man. Because pagan side. Because what's that got to do with Easter? Where did these things come from? If this was meant to be about the Lord, where did all these things come from? Why has it become all about that? But like I say, even you Christians, man, you've bought into all of this, right? And then you do your fucking your Sunday services or whatever, and you're gonna praise a bunch of idols. Right? Why you sitting there munching on the Easter eggs and eating hot cross buns and shit, man? So you Christians are lost, man. You Christians are lost, thinking that you're getting into the spirit of Easter and the Lord. No, you're not. No, you ain't, man. This is why things like this happen. The Lord is judging these ignorant fools out here, man. All right, this is So South African President Cyril Ramaphosa said the victims appeared to be all from Botswana and had said the town of Moria in Limpopo for a popular Easter weekend pilgrimage that attracts hundreds of thousands of worshippers from South Africa and neighboring countries who follow the Zion Christian Church. So Ramaphosa had phoned the Botswana President Mokgweetsi Masisi to offer his condolences and said the South African government would do all it can do to help. Right, let's check this. Right, South African government often warns motorists to be cautious during the Easter holidays, which is a particularly busy and dangerous time for road travel. More than 200 people died in road crashes during the Easter weekend last year. Right, so more than 200 died. More than 200 died last year. But these are meant to be, worshippers of God, right? Men of the Lord. That's why they're so devout. That's why they go on these journeys, these pilgrimages, and all these festivals and stuff, because they really believe. But obviously, the Most High don't give a shit that they believed, or they thought they believed, right? Because this is what I'm trying to tell you, man. What you people believe in is paganism, is idol worship. You don't really believe in the Lord and His Son. That's not who you're praising when you go to do these things. So that's pretty much the point on that article, man. All right, so let's go here. Amos chapter 5 verse 21 says, I despise your feast days. Right, all these so-called feast days that this world supposedly upholds in the name of Christianity or the name of the Lord and his son, right? The Lord ain't trying to hear all that, man, because you ain't doing it right. So I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Right? And like I said, there's a whole thing concerning the Passover and for lack of a better word right now, a ritual you need to, that goes on, a remembrance, right? We kill the Passover lamb and so on and so forth, right? There's a whole thing that goes with that to remember, for the Israelites at least, because not for you heathen, but for the Israelites to remember uh, our salvation out of Egypt and everything that went on over there, right? And also to remember the Lord and his sacrifice, right? There's a whole thing behind it, right? That you people don't really observe, And this is why, we don't understand why, where we get all these fucking bunnies and Easter eggs from. Like, what the fuck has that got to do with anything? But, there's a reason why they're here, but you people just, you're not in, you're not home in the mind. You know what I mean? You're not in, you don't really know, you don't understand why. But it's just Esau having you worship idols, man. But yes, anyway, he says, I despise your feast days, I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though you offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beast. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, right? Because they went there for festival to sing and to dance and all that kind of stuff, right? But I will not hear the melody of thy viols, but let your judgment run down as waters and righteousness as a mighty stream. Have you offered unto me sacrifices and offerings in the wilderness 40 years, O house of Israel? But ye have borne the tabernacle of your Molech, right? And churn your images, the star of your God, which ye have made to yourselves, right? So this is being addressed to the nation of Israel, man. But everybody that picks up the scriptures and proclaims that they're worshiping the God of the Bible, it's just simply not true, man. Okay, you've made unto yourself, your own gods, right? Your own gods of your own mind. Okay, doing the things that you like to do, which what's convenient for you or whatever, or it makes you feel like you're righteous or whatever the case may be. Okay, what have you been sold? Esau sold you, right, to believe in these things for these weird customs and vain customs. All right. So, but ye have borne the tabernacle of your Moloch and children your images, the star of your God, which ye have made to yourselves. Therefore will I cause you to go into captivity beyond Damascus, says the Lord, whose name is the God of hosts. All right. Like I said, that's, what occurred to the children of Israel. They went into captivity for this bullshit. Okay, which Jake continued to do today. And guess where we are? In captivity. under Esau, under these Edomites. All right. And this is Exodus chapter 23, verse 13. Saying, in all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect, and make no mention of the name of other gods. Okay, which is the other gods are idols. Right? Now, to be able to do this or not do this, right, you need to know the name of your God. Right? In case you be mentioning other names, right? When you don't know the name of your Lord, right, as many claim to, believe that we don't know the name of the Lord. We don't know because, we don't know the Hebrew and we don't know this, we don't know that. We've already got 4 letters and all this business, right? If the Lord is dealing with you, man, you'll receive these things in the spirit. Okay, just like Moses did. The Lord revealed it to him and, gave him understanding what his name was. There's ways, right? If you're spiritual enough to believe that, right? There's ways to receive information that doesn't physically exist, right? But like I said, you need to know the true names, right? And for people to go around this world just calling on God or Jesus Christ, that's just pure ignorance, man. It is not possible for the Son of the Most High to be Jesus Christ. It's just not possible, right? We always go through it. The letter J didn't exist back then, right? It couldn't possibly be his name, right? So he has an actual Hebrew name that you should really be, using and addressing him with respect, right? The Most High has a name. God is just a title, okay? It's just a title. The Most High has an actual name, okay, that was given to Moses, okay, which was given to the Israelites. Okay, those are the names we call upon, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Okay, we don't, let ourselves be ignorant and just say, well, everyone else is just calling on Jesus Christ. They know what we mean. No, it ain't about, oh, they understand what we mean. No, they need to understand. They need to understand the correct way, right? It doesn't matter about the majority of people and what they understand, because they don't know shit, right? So they need to be told, right? They need to be corrected, right? We've been given the names of the Heavenly Father and His Son, and we're here to proclaim them, to push that out there, so people can understand and know. Right? When you start mentioning all these different names, they're just names of idols, man, names of other gods. All right, they don't recognize those names when you call upon them. That's why it don't matter how many don't matter how many Hail Marys and Jesus Christ man were doing in that bus. All right, that bus, they got chucked off the side, man, and burnt up, man. So just goes to show, man. So it says, in all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect and make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth. Right? Don't be worshipping no other god. Don't be using these other names, these so-called other names of God and the Son. No, you use the correct names, or you might find yourself in a bad accident. You know what I'm saying? All right, it's Acts chapter 12, verse 4. So when he had apprehended him being Peter, right, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions, right, of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter to bring him forth out of the people, or bringing him forth to the people, right? See, and they go, yeah, but see, Easter's in the scriptures. What's he talking about? He's talking shit. Well, not, right? This term Easter, when you look into it, is really, like I said, it's talking about the Passover, man, right? So you got the word Easter here in English, right, which is taken from the Greek word, right, Pascha, right, which really goes back to the Hebrew word, right? Wait, it's Pascha, probably. Come on, play.
Strong's G 3957. Pascha.
All right, Pascha, right?
Pascha.
Which goes back to the Hebrew word Pesach. Okay, Passover. Right? That's what it really is. Right? And I say, you read the scriptures, you understand what the Passover is, and what's required during the Passover and the week of unleavened bread. Right? There's a whole thing behind that. It's not. It ain't about fucking chocolate eggs, right? And hot cross buns and fucking bunnies and shit. So what Esau's promoting is just, like I said, just paganism, idol worship, right? If he was such a Christian man, right, as he claims to be, right, and all these countries, all these lands that he's been ruling over is based on Christian values. What the fuck is all this shit? What is all this shit? Why is he not promoting the Passover? Why is he not promoting unleavened bread? Why is he, because that would make things so much more easier for us. You know what I'm saying? Getting all the stuff that we need, and the time off that we need. If he was doing this, that would make things a lot easier, man. Sitting in trying to work out, trying to get time off work and all that kind of stuff. No, everyone should be just not working on these particular days, and unleavened bread should be everywhere to purchase or whatever, or, whatever, Man, they go from for this time we have to watch it. Everything that we eating. Oh, maybe it's got raisins in it. We have to be looking at the packets on the back of the packets for the ingredients and shit. Like, oh, I can't eat that. You know what I mean? All this madness, man. If Esau is really, a scriptural man, but he believed in the Bible, then this stuff will be nowhere near as hard as he makes it. But now he's promoting fucking chocolate eggs and hot cross buns. Hot cross buns during the Passover on the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Fuck's sake, bro. What's wrong with this dude? Buns for the leaven. But buns for the leaven. But he's gonna have you buying hot cross buns. This guy's demonic, man. This guy's fucking demonic. But anyway, You know, you'd have all the lamb out ready. You know what I mean? Bro, this Esau ain't out here helping nobody, bro. This guy is not about the scriptures. This guy is not a godly man. All right. So, I just thought I'd show you that anyway. So, you understand when it says Easter, really it's talking about the Passover. This Easter thing is a fucking made up bullshit. Right? Some vain custom that has been brought in, right? This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14. Actually, pardon me. You'll close that in this chapter, right? So we're gonna get. Let's see. Also for verse 9 here, right? It says, "For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful unto God. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of God they are become an abomination and stumbling blocks to the souls of men." Right? All these, I say, all these vain customs and all these different gods and idols that are out there, right? They've been made stumbling blocks unto men, causing them to stray from the truth. This is and a snare to the feet of the unwise. They don't really know what it is that they're doing. They're just following vain tradition. Okay, they're not prudent in anything that they're doing. They're not circumspect, right? So they're just following the majority, or the congregation, or whoever they're following, their parents, whatever the case may be, and their beliefs, where they come from, right? They're just following along. Right? They don't really understand what it is that they're doing. Right? But the Lord's He's got them in that darkness. All right, it says, for the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life, right? For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. Okay, they're not going to, these main customs and these idols and all this stuff that exists right now in this world under Esau, right? In this world right now, it's going to disappear, man. We're not going to be holding no Easter. We're not going to be holding no Christmas. Right? All these other stupid days, man. Valentine's Day. We're going to be no Valentine's Day. All these stupid fucking days that they make up, man, just so they can make a buck out of you, man. These things ain't going to fucking exist. Right? But especially these supposed religious holidays, they're not going to exist. The only ones that are going to exist are the ones that are in the scriptures, man. Because it's funny enough that Esau is supposed to be a Christian, but none of the high holy days, the Christian high holy days, does he actually promote? None of them, right? Christmas is not in the scriptures, and again, it's this Easter that we have is not in the scriptures, man. Okay, because he doesn't promote the Passover. He doesn't do that, right? Feast of Tabernacles, he doesn't do. He doesn't do none of these holidays. Purim, he doesn't do any of them. Day of Atonement, he ain't doing that. This is again, so for the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. They neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever, right? So it's only for this time, this time of fucking darkness and confusion, okay, that these things are going to exist. Because once Yahushua returns and establishes his kingdom, only the truth is going to reign, right? And once everybody knows the truth, man, there ain't gonna be none of these things, right? There ain't gonna be no idols to worship, because why would you worship an idol when you know who the Most High is, who God and His Son is? Because everyone's gonna realize that all these idols that they be worshiping ain't real. All right. It says, verse 14, "For by the vainglory of men they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end." Right? So the time's coming for that. All right. But like I said, these guys, they know now. They found out the hard way, and they know now, because them 45 people are in the spiritual realm right now. Okay, getting debriefed. Right? And so they know what the deal is now. But eventually everyone's gonna understand and realize this, man. All right. The Lord ain't with no Easter, man. So, I'm gonna end it there. Lord willing, this has been edifying. I'm gonna catch you brothers and sisters on the next video. Until next time, I say shalom.